All right, let's move forward to girls basketball. Angel Reese, I don't know if you ever heard about it, but if you've been watching the WNBA, you absolutely know. They called something this past weekend. Let me start from the beginning. This past weekend, Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky, they were matched up, and according to the critics, the comments and the clips, things was heated. It wasn't even just this particular part that I'm going to tell you. Like, the entire game, of course, was heated. But when you think about it, the last time they played, this was when they had the challenge of Kennedy Carter, as well as Caitlin Clark, right? So of course this game is gonna be heated. I also wonder if they sold out. Y'all know they've been selling out these arenas. Shout out to the WNBA who's the WNBA fans, excuse me, who's been showing up and showing out for the WNBA. And shout out to the WNBA for showing up and showing out for the fans, okay? Because honestly, I done already told y'all, baby, I am here for it. But who wasn't here for it was Angel Reese. She disagreed with a foul, actually, that was given. And they ended up calling it not only a foul, but a flagrant foul. And it was particularly against Caitlin Clark. Caitlin was going up for a one of those under the basket shots, and there was two girls that was guarding her. One of the ladies was kind of in the front, and then Angel was kind of like in the back of her a little bit. And so whenever Caitlin got ready to go put the ball up, the girl in the front, properly did the block and actually blocked the shot, so the girl could not do it. Did make the shot. So Angel Reese came from behind, and she was trying to block the shot, but she ended up hitting it on the head. So they called it a flagrant foul, and that's where the flagrant part comes in. It's because it resulted in what they call unnecessary contact. So her basically hitting her head. It was like, you ain't have to do all of that. If it was the way it was supposed to be, it just would have been, I guess, from behind, and she just would have swung in the air and not hit Caitlin maybe on the head, and then maybe they wouldn't have called it that. And I know Angel, disagreed. However, based off the video, it was kind of like, okay, I wouldn't overly talk that call. I wouldn't. Okay. But we get it. We get you was just trying to block the ball, do your job, and again, got us out here talking, so we appreciate it. And I will say that Caitlin did a general response about kind of the roughness that's happening over there in basketball, and I think she understands that it's just the game of basketball. It's not just her. I don't think y'all realize it, but it was all the rookies. They talk about the fact that when you're a rookie in the sports, not even just women's sports, but in sports in general, it's kind of like, okay, come on, game on. You finna see, this ain't college basketball no more. This real basketball. Holla at your girl, right? Well, I don't know if that's what they say. Y'all know I'm not. I'm not a baller, but if I was, I'd definitely be like, you can't see me. But that's why I am on a microphone talking about the players, and I'm not actually playing. And speaking of playing, it's no surprise seeing some of the top athletes scattered across both of those teams. Ended up being a pretty talked about game. We'll say it like that. Caitlin Clark scored 22 points. Mariana Mabry ended up scoring 22 points. Kennedy Carter, 18 points. And Aaliyah Boston had her third straight double-double with 19 points and 14 rebounds. The Indiana Fever ended up winning the game against the Chicago Sky, 91-83.